Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Under the regime of Nick Aldis, the upcoming episode of WWE SmackDown will be the final show before this year's Royal Rumble Premium Live event. As the go-home edition, major developments are expected and the general manager himself could make a massive announcement. Amid this, due to the escalating tensions between Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu, speculation suggests that the SmackDown general manager may deliver an unexpected decision. On the upcoming episode of the Blue Brand, the National Treasure could announce that the monster among monsters has been removed from the men's Royal Rumble match due to his inability to compete. At Saturday night's main event 2025, Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman clashed in a brutal match that did not end well for the latter. Though the former Universal Champion won by disqualification, he was left bloodied after a merciless assault by the Samoan werewolf. As of now, there is no official update on Braun's health status or his participation in Royal Rumble 2025. However, to sell this intense storyline, WWE could pull Strowman from the men's Royal Rumble match, with Nick Aldis announcing the same on this week's SmackDown. An angle like this would allow WWE to intensify the rivalry between Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu, especially since Royal Rumble is a once-a-year opportunity. If the former Universal Champion fails to enter the match, the Bloodline's newest enforcer would be responsible for robbing him of his chance. This could set the stage for Braun to return post-Rumble and seek vengeance against Fatu for his actions, with SmackDown being the final stop on the road to Royal Rumble 2025. It will be interesting to see how the story unfolds on the Blue Brand this week. Besides injuring Braun Strowman, Jacob Fatu took matters into his own hands by attacking officials and refusing to follow Nick Aldis' commands at Saturday night's main event. While the Samoan werewolf was mercilessly destroying Strowman, Aldis repeatedly ordered him to stop, but Fatu refused to comply. Additionally, attacking officials and staff members could lead to serious consequences. As a result, fans could witness the National Treasure imposing a punishment on the Bloodline's newest enforcer. Aldis might announce a heavy fine for Fatu and warn that further misconduct will result in severe repercussions. An angle like this would further establish Nick Aldis as a strong and authoritative SmackDown general manager. The Royal Rumble is one of WWE's most highly anticipated events, setting the stage for WrestleMania with shocking eliminations, surprise returns, and major storyline developments. Every year, the WWE fans eagerly await the 30-man Battle Royal to see who will earn a World Championship opportunity at WrestleMania. However, a potential bombshell decision by SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis might change the entire landscape of the upcoming Royal Rumble. Recent reports suggest that Aldis is set to make a controversial announcement regarding the removal of a former WWE Universal Champion from the match. If true, this would not only create shockwaves across the WWE Universe, but also open the door to a new, unexpected narrative leading into WrestleMania. If Nick Aldis is indeed making this decision, the big question is who is being removed. Several former Universal Champions are currently active in WWE, making the speculation even more exciting. The most likely candidates include, as the reigning undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns typically does not participate in the Royal Rumble, as he is already set to defend his title at WrestleMania. However, if he was slated to enter the match for any reason and Aldis removed him, it would suggest a major shakeup in the Bloodline storyline. The current World Heavyweight Champion is another interesting possibility. If WWE planned to have Rollins enter the Rumble but later scrapped the idea, it could be due to an ongoing feud or injury concerns. Removing Rollins would ensure that a different competitor gets a main event push. Kevin Owens has been in the mix for big moments in the Royal Rumble over the years. If Aldis were to remove Owens, it could indicate backstage tension, a storyline suspension, or a last-minute change in direction for his WrestleMania feud. Lesnar's Royal Rumble involvement is always unpredictable. If Aldis decided to pull Lesnar from the match, it might be related to contract negotiations, creative direction, or a planned return at a later date. Aldis is still establishing himself as an authority figure on SmackDown, and this decision could be a power move to cement his control. Here are some possible reasons why he might take this action. If a superstar has been involved in controversial actions, such as attacking officials or violating WWE's internal rules, Aldis could use his authority to punish them by revoking their Rumble spot. This would immediately elevate his status as a no-nonsense GM. The Royal Rumble thrives on surprise returns. If WWE is planning a major comeback, like The Rock, CM Punk, or another megastar, removing a former Universal Champion might be necessary to create space for the returning legend. If a superstar is dealing with an undisclosed injury or health issue, Aldis may need to remove them from the match for their safety. WWE is known for protecting its talent, and this could be a way to subtly address such concerns without revealing too much publicly. Sometimes, WWE loves to shake things up in unexpected ways. Removing a former champion could set up an alternative storyline where the affected superstar seeks revenge on Aldis, creating an entirely new feud leading up to WrestleMania. If Nick Aldis does go through with removing a top name from the Royal Rumble, the aftermath could be just as thrilling as the decision itself. Here's what could happen next. Whoever gets removed is not likely to take the decision lightly. Fans could see a heated confrontation between Aldis and the affected superstar, possibly leading to a match at Elimination Chamber or even WrestleMania. With a spot now open, WWE could introduce a surprise entrant. This could be a returning. If Aldis removes someone like Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, or Brock Lesnar, it could set the stage for a massive WrestleMania grudge match. The affected superstar might be furious enough to challenge Aldis' authority and seek revenge in a high-profile bout. WWE thrives on unpredictability. The removed superstar could hijack the Royal Rumble event and enter the match illegally, leading to chaos and a major storyline development that affects WrestleMania plans. The Royal Rumble is already known for its twists and turns, but this potential decision by Nick Aldis could add an entirely new layer of intrigue. If a former WWE Universal Champion is indeed removed from the match, it could be one of the most controversial and talked about moments in recent Rumble history. The implications extend beyond just one match. It could alter title pictures, set up new rivalries, and change the direction of WrestleMania. If Aldis is making this move, he's sending. While this remains speculative, the idea of Nick Aldis removing a major superstar from the Royal Rumble is a tantalizing possibility. It adds an element of surprise and intrigue leading up to WWE's most exciting period of the year. If Aldis does make this decision, it will likely be met with backlash from both the affected superstar and the WWE Universe. However, from a storytelling perspective, it could be a brilliant move to set up WrestleMania 40's most compelling feuds. Will we see a shocking removal from the Royal Rumble? Only time will tell, but if Nick Aldis is indeed preparing for such an announcement, the road to WrestleMania just got even more unpredictable.